How you doing, everybody? My name is Edwin Encarnacion, and you're watching the show right here on Shaw TV, episode 120, which actually was also my batting average back in the softball days. Anyways, my musical guest right behind me now, Andrea Smith, a very talented songwriter, teacher, and performer with multiple Vancouver Island Music Awards and nominations and great albums to her credits. We're going to hear more of her music and have a chat with her later on this hour. Also coming up on the show, music-wise, we're going to saddle up to the spirited schedule of the Vancouver Island Symphony. We're celebrating the musical human spirit is the theme of the season. We're going to find out how spirit makes its way through in a variety of ways through the Symphony's seasonal programming. Not to be confused with all the spirits I'm going to be knocking back with Kate Bergen after the show. Anyways, this year is also the 18th year that October has been celebrated as Community Living Month in BC. Now what it is, it's a month to celebrate inclusion and raise awareness of people with disabilities as fully participating members of society. Great stuff, of course, to advocate for. Today we're going to meet a self-advocacy group looking to do just that, to improve attitudes towards people living with disabilities. Now, as part of our recurring Seniors Connect series, we're going to introduce you to the Seniors Well Project. It's an initiative to support seniors who are struggling with isolation or disconnect from support or essential services. Now, one of our favorite culinary experts, he's back in the studio for the show, and he's got a new venture featuring something very, very spicy. So if you love hot food, you got to check this out. It's probably more burns than you can shake a Smithers at. Burns, Smithers. He's also got a demonstration on the way you should never handle a knife. All right, with digital cameras everywhere, of course, how anyone can take a photo, but what makes a great photographer? Well, we are bringing in a professional photographer into the studio. We're going to start talking about family portraits and then see what develops. Photographer develops. Anyhow, first, see, the director's loving it already. First, though, we're going to check what could the possible connection be between tattoo artists and breast cancer survivors. Well, we're about to find out. So get ready, of a ray of light. It's the show right here on Shaw TV.
Welcome back. My name is Anna Bosa, and October is a very special month. It's Breast Awareness Month, and it's a very important cause to thousands of women all over the world. And here to tell us a little bit about P.INK, which is it's cancer awareness, so to speak, is Samantha Rae. And Samantha is a professional tattooer. Welcome to the show, Samantha.
Thank you very much.
And can you tell us a little bit about P.INK?
Yes, actually, P.INK is an amazing organization.
P.INK, sorry, yeah. My apologies.
All good. It is an amazing volunteer organization that creates a link between very talented artists that have scar tissue and mastectomy tattoo experience. So it links up these beautiful artists with amazing survivor participants to cover their scars with living art.
You know, it's such a traumatic experience for women to go through, and that work is just so amazing. It really is. Way to go. And can you tell us a little bit more about what you do? Now, I know you brought some things with us here. I love that.
Yes. Designing on curvy forms is one of the highlights of my life. And also being able to see these women at the end of their journey and actually making this as a choice to finish their journey. Something beautiful that typically represents something very personal to them, and that they get to wake up and see the beautiful art on their bodies instead of a scar or instead of the hard parts of the journey.
And I can imagine it would make them feel so much better about themselves and be able to hold their head up high and feel proud of themselves.
Oh, I'm so honored to even be in just a great relationship with these women. We stay in touch year after year, and more than that as well, just being part of a larger collection of talented tattooers across the world. There are more than 14 cities taking part, and I counted more than 62 artists that are donating tattoo time for mastectomy survivors, cancer survivors.
That's awesome.
So changing lives really over the next 5 or 6 days. P.INK is held typically on October 10th.
Right.
And we are coming into our 4th year.
Really? That's awesome. 4 years already. Now, can we show some photos?
We'd love that.
I know you brought some photos with us, and with you, I should say. And actually, they're up on the screen right now. Can you tell us a little bit about some of them? Can you see them there?
Absolutely. Okay. I not only work with women for P.INK on that day in October, but I work with women throughout the year. So we have Carrie from 2014, from my very first P.INK. Also, this is Tracy from our last year's event, which I hosted in Arrington at my private studio. Yeah, I see women all throughout the year. I make time for them. If I can change their lives, not only in October, but like I say, when it's convenient for them, that's when we do it.
And do you do this all, look at that's beautiful too. Wow. That's gorgeous too. I love that. Can you tell us a little bit more, because they're still showing the photos, so
absolutely.
So beautiful.
So all of these beautiful little inspirations, a lot of them are very organic. Having some, feathers flowing, just that creation of lightness. Having the bee being this impossible little creature that still does what it does. Having hummingbirds and dragonflies that again have that spiritual note that they are not alone. That there is this beautiful lifted community. That just keeps on thriving.
And I guess the women, do they come with their own ideas then as to what they feel that they want to portray?
Absolutely.
And so a lot of this is their own feelings and what they want to show.
They are as much of a part of it as I am.
Right.
So when they are wearing the beautiful art that it is, it's so exciting because I can never own it entirely, and they just really wear it so beautifully, and I'm just always excited about the next project, how that's going to develop.
And well, how did P.INK start to begin with? How, like you said, it's been going on for 4 years now.
Somebody did want to have an alternative to just that final reconstruction phase. They seeked out tattooing as an option, and it flourished from there. So 2013 in Brooklyn, 10 artists, 10 survivors, just really kick-started this amazing organization, and then it blew up the following year, and it just keeps building a little bit more momentum, and again, I'm so proud to be a part of it.
Oh, I bet you are. I bet you are. Now, tell us a little bit, your website is samrtattoo.ca?
.com.
Oh, .com, pardon me.
You got it.
I almost had it right.
Yeah.
And we also have P.INK Day, and it's October, right? P.INK, pardon me. How do you pronounce P.INK?
P.INK.
P.INK.
Yep.
Because you're inking.
You are, and it actually stands for personal ink.
Okay.
So they just wanted to make that statement, pink being the cancer ribbon color, of course.
It is,
personal
yeah.
ink being that it is your choice to cover these scars with beautiful artwork.
And it's happening in Arrington. When is the event? October 10th, you
Our
said?
private event is October 8th.
Oh, pardon me.
I do have a beautiful survivor candidate that we're actually finishing her tattoo on that day. Tremendous support. Some of her friends and family are going to be taking part, and yeah, it's.
And you also have a GoFundMe page, which we're going to put it on it's on the screen probably as we speak right now.
Yes, actually, this year was my very, very first time creating a GoFundMe. We have almost tripled our goal, and
Excellent.
I just hope that could grow and grow, because I do want to help other survivors reach me, make the trip to the island.
And keep it going.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So,
Thank you so much, Samantha Rae. I really appreciate your coming on. That's awesome. And we are going to go now to Brian on the main set.
Thanks, Anna. I'm here with a couple guests who are part of Self-Advocates Nanaimo, and this is really a group that is self-advocating for people with, and I'm going to use the term very quickly, very succinctly here, diverse abilities. And this is the new word which replaces, and I have Kara on my right and Barbara on my left, about replacing the word disabilities. And really, self-advocacy, this whole movement started maybe 30, 40 years ago in Sweden and subsequently England, and then in the United States. You're with a group in Nanaimo. It's not a greatly large group, but you're trying to promote this over the next month. What kind of things are you doing right now?
Right now, we have a very big project going on. We have an open house on the 20th of October at the library downtown. It's basically a way of
promoting
thank you.
disabilities for people who are on disabilities, especially the new people coming to town. They don't know about all the services that we can get.
Yep.
And we're trying to promote this at this open house on the 20th to guide people in the right direction, because when I moved here years ago, and my friend here, Kara, did, we never knew about all these services that gave to us, and we're just promoting this to let other people know. And if they are interested in joining our little group, they can come to 271 Pine Street on the last Wednesday of the month from 6 to 8:30 at night.
Okay, traditionally, and this is one of the things that's been there over 30, 40 years, is professionals have spoken for you. They've taken your voice away. Now you're speaking for yourselves. You're standing up for yourselves. You're promoting yourselves amongst
each other for everybody too.
For everybody, but also especially from me, from a personal standpoint, I'm a mom.
Okay.
And it's
with a child with disability.
I'm a mom with a disability and also have a child who has a disability, and I'm just trying to show him that it's okay for him to have a voice and okay for him to say no when he
can
doesn't want to do something. Excuse me for getting emotional.
No. And this is really part of changing persons with diverse abilities from being in the background to being up front and being proud of who they are.
Oh, we're all very proud. We can be, and we are contributing members of our communities, and we're tired of being locked behind a door and saying, no, you're not allowed to be part of society.
Well, that's a great and admirable thing. You've got a group going. Your open house is going to be, as you mentioned, later in the month of October, October 20th. And 1 till 4 at the Nanaimo Harborfront Library. We've got graphics up on that. If people, and I'm going to state something right from your poster. It's an action. It's not a label. You really want to start to take in and taking that step forward for yourselves and for others who come into this community.
And we tell people that we have a disability, they label it right away as a permanent disability that we're not able to look for after itself, live alone, pay our bills, which we have, and this is giving them the education that there are people out there with diverse abilities that can live on their own and provide for themselves.
Yeah, because we've gone to go look at apartments and stuff and had people ask if we're going to burn down the apartment building and stuff because we have a disability. And no, we're not. I mean, all of us have had a day where we've accidentally left on the accidentally left on the stove. So just because and also for me, labels are for jars, not for people. So.
Okay, wonderful. And I think one of these posters says it right. Think positive. You both think positive. The fact is you want to represent everyone else who has those diverse abilities in this community.
And I have a friend that says, you don't say you can't. Take the T off the can't and say you can.
Okay.
And that's our motive to do that too, to prove that we can do stuff on our own.
Let's all make this world a little more inclusive. Let's make sure if you know some persons with diverse abilities, or the old term, disabilities, and contact this group, Self-Advocates Nanaimo. They have T-shirts, they have their own poster, and if you have some questions, there is a group that is helping them in terms of the supported apartment living group, and you can contact.
And that's a group that helps us find places on our own that we've never lived alone. That's a group that helps us look for a place, helps us manage our money and show us how to pay bills, and also shows us what is good and what's not good. And we have different programs through the program that teaches you stuff that people that have a diverse ability that never cooked or anything, they will teach you that kind of stuff. And it's a good thing to do.
Contact Eve at Supported Apartment Living. And if you want, go to the site that is on the screen, selfadvocates.com. And you can get more information about the whole history of this movement. Thank you very much for coming in, Kara and Barb.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's throw it over to our guest in music, and that's going to be Andrea Smith with her number, Never Too Long. Or Been Too Long, sorry.
Been too long since I slept under the stars. Been too long playing my song in smoky bars. Spending half my life driving down the road in my car. Been too long I've been chasing my shooting star. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba. Been too long since I held my baby tight. Been too long since I knew everything would be alright. I can't sleep in the day, I sure can't sleep at night. Been too long I've been waiting for the heat of the spotlight. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba, ba-da, ba-ba, ba-ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba, ba-da, ba-ba. I used to lie on my back with sun beating down the cool grass. Roll around on the ground looking up at the blue as the clouds pass. Go to the well pretty soon, swinging like a monkey up a tree. That's all gone for me now. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba ba. Been too long since I walked in the sand on the beach. Been too long, the prize has just been out of my reach. I'm working day and night, it's shit so my papa would preach. Been too long sowing the seeds I'm waiting to reap. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 ba. I used to lie on my back with the sun beating down the cool grass. Roll around on the ground looking up at the blue as the clouds pass. Go to the well pretty soon, swinging like a monkey up in a tree. That's all gone for me now. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba ba ba.
Thank you, Andrea. That was amazing. This show so far has been so inspiring, and along with the inspiration of helping with people with adverse abilities, we also have people that where adverse abilities is not just from the point of view of a person who has challenge, but from a person who may be an older person over the age of 65 who might need a little bit of extra assistance. And today I am so fortunate to be blessed to be sitting with Darcy Davidson of the Nanaimo Women's Centre. She has been a program development coordinator, a special program development coordinator for the last 5 years with Nanaimo Women's Centre, and she was one of the key people to get started with the Seniors Connect project, and her project is Seniors Well. Well, thank you so much, Darcy, for coming. Tell us more about Seniors Well.
Well, thanks so much for having me here today. I'm really excited to tell the community about the Seniors Well program that's sponsored by the Nanaimo Women's Resources Society. It is a four-pronged approach that is its aim is to connect with seniors who are experiencing some type of isolation, sometimes due to poverty, maybe due to poor mental health, or maybe due to poor physical health. The program centers on 4 key approaches. One is participation. So first of all, we have a participant council that guides all of the programming decisions that we make for the Seniors Well project. The other piece is the OWL project, which stands for Older, Wiser Living. It is a program that connects seniors with cultural resources, workshops, different community experiences to assist them with becoming more connected in a social way, but also allows seniors to be leaders in their own community because many seniors have cultural resources, talents, and things that they can share with the community. The other piece is the Women's Well program, which provides health and wellness workshops for senior women led by senior women. And then we have vital support services, tenancy support, and outreach pieces that connect isolated seniors with needed social services. So it is a strength-based approach that allows us to meet seniors where they're at the most low barrier point, and connects them with all of the supports and services that they might need to lead a healthier life.
It's such an amazing opportunity in our community, isn't it? There's a lot of people that are not really coming out the way they used to. And so it gives us a chance to be able to reduce isolation, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think that seniors live a different experience nowadays. People are living much longer. In addition to that, the family has become a lot more fragmented in a lot of cases. Absolutely. Where you have lots of people who raise children who've now gone to different parts of the country or sometimes different parts of the world. They have aging parents in different communities. And so I think seniors are experiencing isolation in probably a way they haven't in the past.
And do you think with the technology the way it is, that is contributing to isolation for elders in our community?
I think that technology maybe plays a role on some level. I think that in general, the world is just with the world being more global.
Yes.
You know, people move around a lot, whereas in the past, I think families tended to stay in closer community and maybe closer contact, right? Seniors, I'm not sure, are benefiting from the internet age in the same way other generations are in terms of staying connected, but yeah.
So do you have an outreach proportion to this program? Tell us a little about that.
Absolutely, we have an outreach proportion. I think one of the keys of working with people who may be experiencing isolation is again, you don't expect people to come to you necessarily. They may not be able to, they may not be well enough. So a key part of any programming that works with isolated populations is to try and find a way to reduce barriers as much as possible. If people can't come to us, then maybe we start by talking on the telephone. If necessary, we can definitely go and connect people with services by going to their homes, assessing what their needs might be, and developing resource plans based on that.
So how does someone get involved? How do we get a hold of you if we want to volunteer or be a part of the Seniors Well project from Seniors Connect?
To connect with the Seniors Well project through the Seniors Connect program, we have a program coordinator that works through the staff at the Nanaimo Women's Center named Fiona Stewart, and she is an appropriate contact in terms of offering volunteer resources or learning more about the pieces that are coming through our Seniors Well project. To learn more about the Seniors Connect project in general and all of the different community partners and the pieces that they're bringing to the table, Kayla Wright works for the Seniors Connect program, and she can be contacted through Nanaimo Family Life.
That's fantastic. So I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you so much for sharing the Seniors Well project. We're going to turn it over to Brian now, who's got something going on in the kitchen.
Thanks, Kathy. I have with me Peter Bowen, also known as the 5-Minute Gourmet. We're talking about some products that he's just putting together right now. And the question is, are you a red hot lover, or do you love the red hot? Peter, tell us a little bit about this product that you're working on.
Well, I've been a hot pepper fan for my whole life. And the last few years, I've been developing these salts and mixes, and I just love them. And I've started tongueonfire.ca, and they're available to the general public now.
Okay. Well, we're going to prepare something later in the program, but you're going to prepare that right now by cutting some things. And this is a Halloween item. So he's going to put a blindfold on, not a mask, but he's going to put a blindfold on and use this very sharp knife.
First, I'm going to show you. Sorry for interrupting.
Sure.
First, I'm going to show you how to do it. What you do is you get your hand out. Imagine I'm going to pull out Brian's still beating heart. Bam!
Okay.
There it is. Do not drop the heart. Okay? If you drop the heart, you cut your fingers. So there's the heart in there. Do, 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 do. Okay, that's all it takes. His heart's still beating. Up and down. That's all it takes. Now, I can put on the blindfold and demonstrate that. That's all it is. Blindfold on.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Okay, I really can't see a thing. Okay. See if I can find a mushroom.
Okay.
There's a carrot here somewhere.
Yep. The
Here you go.
there. Good. Good.
Damn.
Wonderful.
Still got them all.
Didn't lose any digits.
A bit messy, but pretty good.
Good. And we're preparing these tortillas with your Tongue on Fire products.
Yes, we are. And actually, you know, this was just a bit of a joke. So we don't need some of this stuff here. So I'll just get rid of this over here in my bowl. And we're going to start cutting up some stuff that we need for this now. So. What's going on over there?
There's food flying everywhere.
Okay.
Good.
Got a little bit of that. We're going to, we do that later. Got little peppers in here.
Good.
See the method? Same method, right? Just, there's only one method for these things.
So we're going to call you the less than 5-minute gourmet today,
okay.
right?
A little cilantro. Yeah, exactly. We only got like 3 minutes here. So, okay, now we got our preparation pretty well. A little bit of onion in here. All right, now we got to get our fish in here. We got a fish. We need a bit of lime. Get that over there for a second. A bit of lime. Yeah, that's good. Now, habanero salt.
Okay.
Tossing it into the cornstarch and flour mixture.
Okay.
Into the oil, pan hot.
Good. What kind of fish is this, Peter?
This is gray cod.
Okay.
All right, here we go. In there we go.
And we're putting this all together. A little later, we're going to have it all prepared.
A little bit more.
Oh, a little bit more of the spice. This will light up the tongue. In other
it's
words,
going to light
tongue
it
on
up.
fire. Okay, let's head over to Matt, who's got some special news for you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Brian. And thank you very much as well, 5-Minute Gourmet Peter Bowen, the master of the cutting remark as well. His wit's sharp and his knives are even sharper. All right, anyways, you're watching the show on Shaw TV about halfway through the program. And I'm going to give a quick shout out now to, as mentioned, special news, a very special event, the 4th Central and North Vancouver Island Ostomy Day on Saturday, October 22nd, presented by PharmaSave West Hill. Now, what is an ostomy, other than something that's not usually discussed on community television? Well, it refers to the surgically created opening in the body for the discharge of body wastes. And rumor has it in the history books, when it was first discovered, the surgeon said, urethra, I've got it. All right, urethra. So moving along quickly, the reason I felt safe to make a joke about that, because actually, the event actually has a whole bunch of fun that goes along with it. A number of guest speakers, pharmacare experts, nurses, therapists, exhibitors, even a Tai Chi demo, and a fashion show. So light lunch also included the ticket, so tons of fun there. So check it out, the 4th Central and North Vancouver Island Ostomy Day, Saturday, October 22nd from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Bowen Park Seniors Complex, 500 Bowen Road. And you have to register by October 17th to come to it. So to do that, phone 250-740-3880, the number again, 250-740-3880, or drop in on PharmaSave at 1816 Bowen Road. And if you don't go to Ostomy Day, then I guess you're left holding the bag. All right, so now I'm going to head over this right about now because, well, Kim was about to talk to a photographer, and photographers are definitely one group who aren't big fans of indecent exposure.
Yeah, thanks so much, Matt. I was just actually thinking about them doing it blindfolded. You don't do photos blindfolded.
No,
okay.
not often.
Good to know,
no.
good to know.
Hasn't worked out
yeah,
well in the
it's
past.
not the best. Anyway, hi everybody. We're hanging out here with Dirk Heydemann.
Hi, Kimberly.
HA Photography, and we're going to talk a little bit about photos. And we're going into the fall season. We're going to talk about family photos.
Yeah. First of all, I got a comment. Great glasses. Love them.
Thank you very much.
Fall's a great time to capture family photos. It's the weather's a little cooler. You've got the beautiful colors of the fall leaves, and it's a time also like Thanksgiving when families come together. So it's a great opportunity to get together with your families and grab some great moments on the camera.
Perfect. Well, we have some great photos that we're going to actually show, so that it showcase a little bit about what you do and what people can actually ask, you know, professional photographers how to get the most out of their family photos. All right. So, how would do we have pictures? Oh, look, we've got this lovely bunch up there. This is a beach scene.
This is the Harris family. Yeah, we captured that right outside their home.
Nice. And what about them being like dressed all in the same? Is that sort of a thing that you like to do?
Clothing choices are really important. I think it's really important that everyone is sort of, you know, we don't want someone dressed formally and someone dressed casually. You want everyone sort of going to the same party, so to speak. Perfect. And they chose to wear all white, which works really well. But you wouldn't want to you wouldn't want to necessarily have someone in white and then have someone in dark. So you want to have some things coordinated, I think, in that regard. Stay away from heavy patterns and stripes, and stick to tones that work well together.
Perfect. Okay. Do we have another photo that we can show up there? Oh, look at this one. So this one's about setting a scene.
Yeah. So this is a working family that has a buffalo farm just outside of Duncan, and that's their livelihood. So it felt right to sort of include their background and where they work, and they're a very casual family, which worked out really well for the image. So
it's stunning, and with that pop of color in there too,
it
right?
was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So we have another photo. Let's see. Oh, there we go. This one's a great one. This one's definitely that fall feel, right?
We captured this a few years back, a young family, and with young kids, I think it's really important to keep it natural. Don't have it be so contrived. So going to a park was great. They could run around, and we just gathered them up for a quick sec and grabbed a couple shots there, and then we moved on. But it was a great event. We got some great images of them, and the colors of the fall always blend nicely in with the images.
I like that. So as we're getting into holiday, it is the time to do photos right now because we want them ready for, of course, our Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. I get a lot of requests to get the images done now in time for gifts to the family members in time for Christmas.
So what are some of the other ideas of locations and things for people?
I always think it's good to have a conversation with the family to maybe there's a place that's important to them. That works out well for them, where they've had special memories. I did a family portrait where they spend all their time on their sailboat, so that's where we captured that image for them. So I think it's about communicating properly with your clients and finding out what's important to them, and then finding a location that's going to work as well as the light
Perfect.
The light as well.
Yeah, right. Perfect. So let's see another photo. Awesome. Hey, who is this?
It's my family.
It's such a great candid shot.
It is a candid, yeah. It was lots of fun. It's summer holidays, so we're all very happy.
Really? That's what happens on holidays? Good to know. So yeah, but you really like to get those kind of candid shots too. Those are always joyful.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, well, let's try another shot and see what else we got going on. Oh, this one. I love this one. I love that it's a big, vast group. So how did you get all of them together?
Well, that's Mom, Bonnie, the matriarch of the family, who pulled that all together. I recently just did another family portrait of them. But yeah, it's oftentimes the harder thing is actually getting people together. So having it around Thanksgiving when people naturally come together is a great idea to make that happen.
Perfect. Okay, what else did I have? So how do we work with young kids? Like, we know that we have to put on our smile. Which you're doing really well. So how do we get our young ones to be into that?
So if the kids are anything like my 2-3-year-old was at the time, they want to run around. They don't want to sit still. And I think it's really important just to let them have their space to do that. Oftentimes I'll bring a child specialist with me to help herd the kittens, so to speak, and bring them in. And I think the most important thing is for the parents not to get too focused on where the kids are.
Right.
The kids are the ones who are actually wearing the pants in the house.
So
let them, and it always works. It always makes it happen. So.
I like it. So family is also not just your blood family, but it's also people you work with, various things like that. We have some other great shots, but we're running out of time because we are good chatters. That's us.
Yeah.
That's my day family.
Yeah, so family, as you mentioned, isn't just about our brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles. It's about our community. And that image shows the community that you're presently in with.
Right.
And it was neat to be able to to capture that image for you folks.
I love it. I love talking to you about photography because I know that is one of your great passions. So thank you for being part of this show and telling us a little bit about photos. Awesome. So we're going to head over to Matt. We're going to learn a little bit more about this fantastic musician.
All right, thank you very, very much there to the very photogenic Kimberly and the photo genius Dirk. Great stuff there about family portraits and making great photos. All right, now time to meet our musical guest, songwriter extraordinaire, Andrea Smith, who I'm very excited to be here because she's also a fellow Kamloopsian. So to a fellow Kamloopsian, welcome to the show.
Thank you, fellow Kamloopsian.
I know, just not enough born in the hospital on the hill there in the Okanagan. Now, I know we talked before coming on the show about you do some tours to the Okanagan. You just played the Kamloops Rib Fest, so please tell me that was the best gig ever.
It's so much fun. It's a giant stage. They got cameras like these guys and a great big screen and sound, and it's really fun. And of course, there's all the ribbers, which is a thing unto itself. I'd never seen anything like it before with these false fronts, and they've got like these wood smoke fires going, and they're making ribs, and the ribs are delicious. I always have to have one bit of ribs anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I would say, your style of music was described by one review on your website as a mix of blues, roots, rock, jazz, which I think is perfect for a Rib Fest. But how would you sort of describe your sound?
Pretty much the same. I grew up in Kamloops, so there's that little country aspect there. But I got my music degree from VIU in the jazz program, so I'm jazz and blues and roots and country. That's pretty much what I do.
So with that sort of the country and the roots from sort of, we'll say, like the Okanagan Kamloops area and the jazz and the great blues scene here on the island, where do you feel more at home?
Funny you should ask that. I love the island, and I spent all my holidays on the island when I was a kid because my grandma and grandpa lived in Royston. But I did go to high school in Chase, and I love the shoe swap as well. And I worked in the horse industry also before I was a massage therapist, before I went to music school. I've done a lot of things. So I miss that. This is not really horse country on the island. It's quite wet. I mean, there is. People do have shows, and they do their horse thing here, but it's not that cowboy, dry, sagebrushy place that Kamloops is, and I miss that aspect a bit. Absolutely, yeah. But then I love kayaking here too, so I don't know.
It's hard
a little
to go
bit of
tobogganing
both.
on the island here quite as much. Yeah,
It's true, and I miss the seasons. People, on the island, they're like, no snow, but I love the snow in the wintertime. It makes everything lighter.
I want to talk just really quickly about, you mentioned again massage therapy and also the careers. You're also a teacher as well. You mentioned getting a degree from VIU. You also teach up there as well?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm in the music department there as a secondary vocal instructor. Rosemary Lindsay, who's amazing choral instructor, and so I've got 5 students this year. Awesome. This semester, yeah. It's really
all right,
fun.
I want to get to one piece of teaching advice to you before we move on to your music. You won a lot of songwriting awards, nominated for awards. Just give a quick piece of songwriting advice to anyone starting to write music out there.
Write a song. I mean, it takes a long time to develop a song. Some songs just come to you. To me, anyway, it's been my experience that some songs just kind of arrive already in the package, and it's just fine-tuning that song. But a lot of songs most often take some work and take some time to work out, and it's got to be a song that I like, that I want to listen to. So I would say, write a song that you would love, or that you would love to listen to, that you would love to dance to, that means something to you in a deeper way.
Perfect. All right.
Also,
yeah. All right. Sorry to interrupt there. We got to get forward to your tunes here really fast, but really quickly, upcoming shows, and also AndreaSmith.ca or .com to find more about it.
.ca, AndreaSmith.ca, and I do try to keep my website up, but I do have a weekly gig at Smoke and Water at Pacific Shores Resort in Parksville on Wednesday nights, and I'm at the Nanaimo Bar, Sonia's Nanaimo Bar, on November 24th, and I'm doing another acoustic night at the Queen's on December 14th.
Perfect. All right, I'm getting out of the way because if I said we're having another song now, I'd be right, and your song is called Wrong. So let's have Wrong. Right. Andrea Smith, here it is on the show on Shaw TV.
Thank you. I gotta get honest with both of you and tell you both what's going on. I never thought I would fall in love with you. Believe me, I know that it's wrong. I don't want to hurt either one of you, and loving you both is not fair. There's So I think I have to walk away. I swear to you both that I care. I gotta have time to sort out my mind. I gotta tell you the truth in this song. I don't wanna hurt either one of you. I love you both and it is wrong. Can't compare the pros and cons. You're both the best. I know it's wrong. If I could, I'd make you one. Be so good, no longer wrong. I can't compare the pros and cons. You're both the best. I know it's wrong. If I could, I'd make you one. Be so good, no longer wrong. Never thought I would feel like I do. I think of you both day and night. I only want the best for both of you. And if it's not me, that's alright. Really can't make a decision here. And loving you both is just wrong. I don't wanna keep you both hanging on. I don't know where my love belongs. I really do care. I know it's not fair. My love for you both is so strong that if you decide to go somewhere else, I know it's because I am wrong. I can't compare the pros and cons. You're both the best. I know it's wrong. If I could, I'd make you one. Be so good, no longer wrong. But I love you both. It's not fair, you're both the best. I really care, I can't recall where I went wrong. I love you both, my love is strong. And if I could, I'd make you one. It'd be so good, no longer wrong. I can't compare the pros and cons. You're both the best, I know that it's wrong. Yeah, yeah. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. Hey, yeah. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. Wrong. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Bravo. That's fantastic. Beautiful, Andrea. Beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to segue into more music because we like that. We're going to talk with Margot Holmes today, and we're talking with the Vancouver Island Symphony. Welcome, Margot.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Well, I'm so excited. So full disclosure, I now work for the Symphony, so you'll be seeing a few pieces about the Symphony coming up. But I just want to learn a little bit more about the people behind the Symphony. That's really exciting to me because there's so many elements of it. So how long have you been part of the Vancouver Island Symphony?
18 years.
And we're in season 22.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little bit you've been part of it.
Just a little while.
So how did you get into the Symphony here?
I volunteered. I moved to Nanaimo, and I couldn't figure out what was going on down the street from where I lived. At the Symphony at that time played at St. Peter's Church.
Right.
And on a Saturday night, the street was lined with cars. So one night I went down and I went, wow, there's a symphony in Nanaimo. And so then I started volunteering.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Nice. So what is your role here at the Symphony now?
I have the pleasure of being the executive director.
And for a long time you've been doing this.
Yeah, a long time.
Great. So we are just kicking off our 22nd season. What is coming up this October?
So we launch with a fabulous show with Lorraine Min as a pianist playing. And then we get into a second show a week later, actually called Symphony Soundbites.
Right, that's October 27th.
October 27th, and it's a brand new series. We're really excited about it. We've been trying to put it together for a number of years. It's a 1-hour show.
Right.
So if people aren't so sure that they like symphony or they only have an hour, it's a great opportunity to come out and experience a symphony. It's one show starts at 5:30 with appetizers starting at 5 in the lobby. So 5:30 to 6:30, and then a second show from 7:15 to 8:15 with dessert bites.
Oh, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. So we have Smoke and Water.
Yes.
Is going to be providing some of those great little treats, so we're really excited about that. But it's also that opportunity of not the typical symphony goers. What other types of people are going to be coming to this event?
Well, pretty well anybody. We expect actually probably a younger crowd coming out to this event.
Right.
Opportunity to come after work, do a little networking, have a little appy, see the show, and be home in time if you have kids to put them to bed.
Right, and it's great for all ages. So if you don't like driving at dark, this is a perfect opportunity too.
It is,
I gotta
totally.
like it. So the theme of this year is lifting the human spirit. What is your goal for this year? What do you want people to feel?
Well, you know, we live in a beautiful place, and our brochure actually has, I'm going to just say this, photos by Dirk Heydemann,
Yes.
who's just on the show, and they're all the beautiful places that we look at every day, but music moves us that same way. And so we wanted to just think about more how music moves us and in how many different ways it moves us by different songs that they hear and large ensembles or small ensembles.
Right, so we're just evoking that beautiful internal, it's gonna hit you through the ears and get your whole spirit lifted.
Exactly, that's the hope.
That's what and absolutely that's what music does.
Yeah.
So I was gonna tell you, why is music so important?
Well, I actually think that if you think about life without music, so think about no music, it would be really, really silent. And I think music is all about, it evokes so many memories in us.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what kind of music. It's not just about symphonic music, it's any kind of music.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
you remember where you were, who you were with, and you know, you remember how you felt at a specific concert.
I love it. Well, I can't wait. The whole Vancouver Island Symphony season is incredible, and check out all the shows that are happening this October. We got some great things happening. So we're going to head over to Brian and Peter, and we're going to do a little bit more cooking.
Thanks, Kim. And we have Peter Bowen here, the 5-Minute Gourmet, and he's going to use, and I'm looking at Peter about the descriptions of these world's hottest peppers. The Carolina Reaper, and it says it's 2.2 million SHU. What's an SHU?
That's a Scoville heat unit.
Okay, so that goes down all the way down to what you would think would be hot, habanero peppers, and your red Savina habanero is only 577,000 SHU.
Right, and you know, that's still hot enough to bring a grown man to his knees.
Well, I'm sure it would. And you're going to make some salsa here with the former hottest pepper. Now it's number 3, ghost pepper.
To start off, I chopped up one of my own homegrown tomatoes here, and I'm going to throw in a little bit of garlic chives. You can get chives of garlic or regular chives. That goes in there. Brew those too. This is some Thai basil. We're going to throw a little bit of Thai basil in there. Not much, just flavor. A little bit of jalapeno pepper.
A little bit of heat in this pepper?
Yeah, but we're taking out the seeds, most of them anyway. This is a little bit of heat, but however, ghost peppers are literally about 400 times or more hotter than these. So this is, and a little bit of cilantro in there. It's good enough. And now some lime. Can't forget our lime. Fair bit of lime and our ghost pepper salt. Make sure I got the right one. Oh yeah. This is for Matt, so we'll give a little extra. Yeah.
Hey, what?
It'll either
I
keep
didn't say
them away or
anything. I didn't say
attract them in. Okay.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is whip that up. We have our tortilla here, and we're just going to throw on a little bit of our yummy stuff that we cut up before. Here we go.
Good.
And put on our little bit of
fish.
fish here. Doesn't that look good? Oh, I'm so hungry. All right, put on a little bit of this. And that is.
This is your special sauce salsa, the ghost pepper salsa.
Ghost pepper salsa. There we go. Just roll it up and we're done.
Well,
I'll show you how to roll it up.
Okay.
Put it just like that. And then you're done. Look at that. Perfect.
That is a fish tortilla.
Yay. There, garnish.
Okay.
Yay.
With the ghost pepper salsa. Wonderful. Now, I guess the next thing is who's going to taste this and who's going to test it.
Who do you think we should get? I know. Let's get Matt.
I'm going to step back, see what the heat does.
Oh, sorry, I was just coming here to do shopping. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, we're going to chop this
here?
up. We're going to chop it up. Here we go. We use that to chop it up.
Oh, this is the spicy tortilla, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'm afraid so.
So.
Okay. So
We'll
here
see
you
how
go.
you react with this, okay?
I
Good.
do like spicy food
Right,
a lot.
I'm going to have to
I
get
really,
you
really do.
some kind of fork or something here. How about a spoon?
I haven't had manners over 4 years of the show. I don't know why I should start now. So.
Making sure you can cut it, get into there. There you go.
Okay.
Try that.
So what am I trying? Just any of this right here,
Yeah,
like
anything.
this.
Try it.
I would want the spicy stuff. So does that
Yeah.
got all the spiciness
Well,
on
we
it?
could hear, just to make sure that it's got enough spice enough down here.
Yeah,
just a little
now we're
bit more
talking
on.
about.
There you
All
go.
right.
A
Who
little
you
bit
calling
more.
a moron? All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm getting you that big tomatoes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go tomato first. Mmm.
That okay? We're waiting
I
to
was
see the
looking at
reaction.
you.
You know that.
Because the ghost pepper's going to hit any second. That's why we're looking at you.
Hasn't hit yet. So I'm gonna have a little more. This is really tasty. I'll have a little bit of fish, so that's okay.
Oh, please. It's all yours.
All right. Okay. This is the best show ever.
You okay? Don't need a glass of
It's
water?
not feeling hot. It's just really nice.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
Wonderful.
I don't know what to tell you.
Peter, that's
I know you all
excellent.
want me to fall down and scream, but
These are available. Where can they get? It's on. There's a website.
That's right. tongueonfire.ca.
And thank you very much for coming in, Peter Bowen. This is a chance to sample this product. Must be good. He's not even stopping it
this
at
is
just his
seriously
own
really
piece.
good. Oh man.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian, so much.
Thank you for coming in,
All right,
Peter.
no problem. Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
Matt. You've pre-tasted it, so we're okay.
That is really good. Oh man. Wow. Okay. Well, I should probably ask you guys before. Sorry, Ron. Before I rock it, are you guys Montreal Canadiens fans at all?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So. I know our director Todd's not, but the reason I bring it up, and sort of on the spicy pepper side of things, I saw in the paper that Montreal Canadiens goalie Carey Price, he was going to be practicing archery down at the local archery club recently. So I went down to say hi to him and went to the desk manager, and he says, where's Carey Price at? He says, just look for the Hab and Arrow. Hab and Arrow. Hab and Arrow. And they said, what do you mean, where's he from there? And he says, well, he's actually just past Michael Jordan, who's warming up to play to basketball. To basketball. To basketball. Okay, I'm pretty much done now, exactly. Yeah, I want to get back to that food, so I want to quickly say thank you to all our guests and hardworking volunteers and staff in front of the cameras and behind the scenes. And about the show, hey, you can find more information on the show on Facebook. Check out our page there, facebook.com/The Show on Shaw. Check out previous episodes of the show on YouTube. Also, check out our Twitter page. You can also find information on this program and all of our programs on our Shaw website as well. Look at that, my man Dax has it up there on the screen. Good one, my man. All right, also, if you want to be on the show, know someone who does or someone who should be highlighted on this program, contact our own Kelly Robinson, kelly.robinson@sjrb.ca. We'll definitely be able to help you out there. And then one last thing before we go back to our music. That buzz is nice. It's not overly hot. It's just really, really nice. I just want to send a huge thank you out to all the Shaw TV staff and volunteers who also worked on the Nanaimo Child Development Center telethon over the last weekend before this program, helping raise $180,000 for kids in Nanaimo. Wonderful stuff. I wanted to bring it up just because there's a lot of folks who work and volunteer on this show here that helped make that happen. And so to all the folks, again, who helped make the great program happening, Todd Jones, wonderful director. Yeah, I know, it's just a great stuff, really warm feeling. So I'm feeling warm in here and in my heart, so I want to make sure I got that out there. Anyways, now before we go, one more song here from musicist Andrea Smith, a little track called Too Much to Ask. I hope it's not too much to ask, get a little more of that spicy fish tortilla, because it's wonderful, wonderful stuff. Cheers, thank you so much for watching this, the show right here on Shaw TV.
I want you to tell me that you love me. I want you to say that you'll never let me go. I want you to tell me that I'm the best damn thing that you ever did see. I want you to say that you're gonna stick around and get along with me. Is this too much to ask? Yeah, this too much to ask. I want peace in every corner of the world. I want cool, clean water for everyone. I want solar power, anything by oil. I want organic food and I want it straight from the soil. Is this too much to ask? Yeah, this too much to ask. I want you to tell me that you love me. say that you'll never let me go. I want you to tell me that I'm the best damn thing that you ever did see. I want you to say that you're gonna stick around and get along with me. Is this too much to ask? Yeah, this too much to ask. I want every politician to examine their souls. I want corporations to give it all right back to the world. I want every person to have a place they can call home. I want every single child at night to be safe and away from harm. This too much to ask, yeah, this too much to ask. I want you to tell me that you love me, yeah. I want you to say that you'll never let me go. I want you to tell me that I'm the best damn thing that you ever did see. I want you to say that you're gonna stick around and get along with me. Is this too much to ask? Is this too much to ask? I want you to tell me that you love me. I want you to say that you'll never let me go. I want you to tell me that I'm the best damn thing that you ever did see. I want you to say that you're gonna stick around and get along with me. Is this too much to ask? Is this too much to ask? Is this too much to ask? I want you